podcast can change your lives. I mean, it's a sports podcast. You don't know where the league is going.
You're saying I could be Lineker anytime soon?
I mean, bro, I'll give you an example of Ernest.
You're more of this.
Ernest,
this Man City guy.
Yeah?
More
Ernest started small, bro. You get? So, I mean, I wish we had believed in him more, like the same way Kawo Sports did with him, because I believe we are close to being a bigger platform than Kawo Sports on the real.
Hey, my leader.
Close. No, I didn't say we are a bigger platform.
Kawo is a very
It's hard. It's hard. But take your flowers. I'm giving you your flowers as entire league. You get? That's how big you should see the league. You were hosted by the president of Rwanda last year at a cocktail dinner. I mean, guys are looking for this guy. They can't get him, bro. No, we are shaking your hand. No, we are he president. But take it. To say hamufuna president. Na yefe to hamufuna sebo na gamba kangende nywe mu cocktail na abayaye. But take it. That's how big we are. You dig? So now my thinking is, if we shouldn't just stop at the football and everything, like this is an event. We should treat it as such, because every Sunday we have over 500 people coming together. Yeah. So now
we're about 2 to 3K on Sundays.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. So kati oyinza ogamba nti nchikuba nchiza wange, but nzo mulimu gwenkola ogumanyi. You get? Me, I'm not a banker. You get? I'm an entertainer.
Oh, I had mistaken you for one.
And you see, you dig? You can call me a banker. You think you can, you dig? Nobody can mistake me for a banker. You dig?
Imagine this as a tailor.
You dig? So there is something that I do, and one of the reasons I came, as to why I came to this podcast, it wasn't just to talk about the final, but because the final is not just a game. Because there is entertainment, we have to have an experience. You get me? And that's the job that I do. Like, I create experiences. I've worked in the entertainment sector for more than 8 years now. So I have an entertainment company that deals in experientials.
Big man thing.
Yeah, big man thing. And we have a music label as well, where we are working with Bowman and Ambroy. That's why when you need to get Bowman, you have to talk to me. You need to talk to Ambroy, you have to talk to me. So, and all these, why I mentioned the two, they are all B's of the school. You get? So, nafeba entertainer, tu ino chifu na mecha ligi. Ochitegera, techisigala tembifana nyibyoka. Ochitegera. Now, I have tried to position myself. Listen, bro, this is very important. I've tried to position myself. And last year in Kigali, I organized the after party for the league. The league also organized its after party. But I'm sure they know how it went. Our after party was the biggest party in Kigali that weekend. So, yeah, because we had DJ Alza.
We can check the stats. As always with TY guys, we can check
we had
the stats.
DJ Boogie. We had Linda Den. Listen, bro. We had Linda Den. We had Agaba Banjo. All these are household names in Tari Lions League. You get? And we were not performing in Kampala. We were performing outside Uganda. Yeah? So my thinking is we need to believe more in the entertainers in the league as well, because that's the biggest problem we've had, the entertainment bit, because it doesn't stop at the football. Yes,
This is Alan. To cut you short.
Before that, he mentioned believing in entertainers in the league and signing Bowman, signing Bro to the FC. But we have our man, Geziman.
Kagezi has his music on YouTube. Your own captain, your club captain is going to lead you from the front.
Gezi boy.
It was a tactical thing. I needed him to focus more on the football. After we win.
So what are you trying to say? The other side is
after we win this, then we can sign Kagezi, direct Pyong Records. And meanwhile, Pyong, it's not just Bowman and
you have a multitude of artists.
Yeah, just original Genesis.
Talking about those who have
Price Liga City. I know if you're on TikTok, you know Liga City and Monubi.
This is thank you for that. That's really interesting, giving us a bigger perspective on how to look upon this league, look at this league from a wider, from maybe a third eye or a different view. Ahead of this final, though, like you've mentioned, the finances are critical to the performance of a team. We have seen many cases of teams failing to perform financially. Maybe you can share more as TY, as a club, moving into the final. What are the plans for TY to perform in this final, to right their wrongs? You call them lessons. How does TY maybe get over that hurdle and finally put that one statistic, as my friend Emma said, the one statistic you can't rig the shield.
I don't think we've rigged any statistic. That's number one. I mean, Big Shot always has his cameras there, so you can get every footage you need to get at least to, you know. But I believe there is only one way to do that, and that's by beating these guys. And like, there is no other way, basically. It's just one way. We beat these guys, they stop talking. Everybody enjoys their time in fourth. I mean, don't you want us to beat these guys?
I was talking to one of their boys, Elijah, Waltz, and the man was telling me the Kalele budget also has some consignment of handkerchiefs.
For the tears.
Boys may cry.
I can send it to you.
We're buying handkerchiefs.
I can send it to you. And I can assure you, if I send it to you right now, you may cry.
Mukama, Emma, we want to know this season. They've given us their pivotal things, but Mukama Emmanuel, Kalele does not reach this final without.
By the way, right now, if you're introducing me, you have to add some things. I'm no longer just there.
No, you're a 3-time champion.
And a 4-time finalist.
4-time finalist. Which final did you lose?
No, I haven't lost. So
the fourth is what you're going to. Yeah.
So you can call me 4-time medalist, gold medalist.
They may be silver and tears. We don't know. So, Emma, we can't talk about this season for Kalele, like we mentioned earlier, without talking about Romefield. Tell us what impact this player has had on Kalele's season and Kalele's strive to achieve your target and maybe go beyond. Tell us about it.
That boy has been everything for our team, by the way. If you're to look at all the games that we have struggled, all the games we have won comfortably is when he showed up. I think all the top five, he has scored a goal against them or assisted. He has a gear of like 38, 18 and 10. 28 GA. And that GA, if you remove it, we might go and play with Kabari, 15, 16.
My leader.
Or play with whereas the last game, 20 and 22. Yeah, so he has had a massive impact.
Yeah, but what keeps this player motivated? I remember Romefield came to the league last season, an unknown. I don't think he was even on school team when he was in his time at Intare School. He was a small boy, not muscular, not anything. Because even some of the Kashani boys, I think we interacted with last season, were surprised to see him have that output. His home club is Kashani. Maybe he may go there next season. We don't know. There are some sheikhs that are coming through, but that's a story for another day. What do you think makes this guy strive? I can recall one play that impressed me the most with Romefield this season. Romefield, you guys were playing. You were playing in Shera at Luzira. There is a ball that was going out for a goal kick. Any other player could have left it to go and come back to the middle of the pitch, recycle and get ready in position. He chased that ball, reached it before it went out. He tried. I think he tried doing a Rabona or something. He tried creating something out of nothing that was there. And this is already a player who at that time already had maybe 16, 17 goals, even if he had left that ball to move. So I just want to know what motivates this player, or what has Kalele done to keep his focus in shape. Cash out, eh?
about
no wasting time.
I want to appreciate something about the league.
Yeah.
For Rome's example, that one. At Intare, most boys are still small. They cannot express themselves very well. I'm one of those small boys.
This man was on school team in
this
Form 1.
Had energy.
No,
he has always had energy.
I was on school team just Form 4.
Form 4. Form 4.
I was a small boy as well.
So if I'm to give my example, for
What
example,
did
we
you
are
win
going
at,
for
Infinite?
going for going
Tazayoka,
for
bro.
going for
Kazaha, man,
going for
that's
school
a brand.
Let's hear from let's hear from him.
going for school, I wanted to appreciate something about Ntare League and Ntare School being on the school team. At Ntare, boys study when they're still young, maybe, and they're still small. So expressing yourself on the school team is hard. So by the time someone goes out in Form 6, he's trying to become masculine a little bit, trying to get that energy. Now body to play the game. So that is room field. The boy has come in. He came in last season, became top scorer, recorded goals, 21.
Isn't he the man that was having youth working at Kechuje?
Yeah. After that game, we were like,
We have to take
yeah,
this boy.
we have to avoid this embarrassment.
So, yeah, but really beautiful season Romfield has had. We must appreciate the other key warriors in Kalele camp. There are some who will get their names mentioned end of season accolade, some may not.
Come on.
But Damia. Yeah, but Emma, I would like to know, Kalele, Secundo Kualele,
Yes.
from Latin,
Perfect.
means the second coming. What's the plan for the second coming? How prepared are you? Okay, you may not tell us how prepared you are. What's the planning? What's the mindset in the Kalele camp going into this final? You're not facing anyone. You're facing a 3-time finalist, someone who has played in 2 continents. Two countries.
Two
Sorry.
countries.
Two countries. Okay. Kalele is known for its vibe. Whether we're playing Kasasi, whether we're playing in Turi, we always turn up. Even whereas we are there. So being a final, remember what we did in Ginger. As we were landing with our...
Do you remember?
As we were landing with our double decker, some people were passing through fences. If you remember very well, as we were coming with our double decker, well branded, with our flares, crackers, everything we had, some people were passing through fences. To tell a story,
Names withheld.
I will not say the names, but I remember at a time we were warming up. Asked one of my teammates, I was like, but we are our opponents. Did they get any problem on the way or what? Out of nowhere, 10 minutes into the game, we saw guys warming up.
Speaking of that, I received a text message from Nwajira in Ginger that day. He texted me earlier, told me Lord Tevas is landing in a chopper with Kagezi. And they land in the middle of the pitch. It's like...
So that is how they landed.
Hey, but do you have such plans this
season? Do you have
season?
any pictures of the play?
Kakafuna, we got it.
Have you seen that paper plane that they always post on group? I think that is one they use. It was made.
It's very hard to find. Jet fuel is very hard to find. You turn to my boys. But
what can we expect to see? How do we expect to see Kalele arriving for Secundo Kualele?
We are coming. It should be our second coming, I think.
What means air, land, sea?
I cannot reveal our plans here, but I can assure you that we are going to turn up big time, on and off pitch.
Yeah, we've seen the merchandise coming out.
Yeah, today we released our Secundo. Secundo means second. As easy as that.
You've over-explained it.
Yes, I want you to know that we are coming. I want to assure you that we are coming for it.
I want to ask you, which if, let's say hypothetically, now we are going to speak hypothetics. If there was a player in the Kalele camp that you would love to have on your team on this final, who would that player be?
He's not a Kalele player.
That can get into the TY setup.
He's not a Kalele player. Like,
okay.
To be Romfield, of course. Like, we have had this conversation before.
What are you saying?
He knows how much we love him.
Hey!
Like, no Didi, but...
no.
Yeah, like...
Seduction on
So you have tried to seduce our player before?
I mean,
that is...
there won't be any coming for him.
So my boy Jose is 15 goals per season are not enough.
So you people have been passing behind, asking for...
When I talk about Romfield, it doesn't take away Jose's greatness. Like, they can coexist. Yeah.
You wouldn't want CDF, Dawson in
because
your setup?
You see, actually Dawson was in my house, new house. We were actually in the same room. So I know how good he is. There is no doubt about that. He's like very composed. He's not like big, and that is going to like cost them. Yeah, but
So this final is for the bodybuilders
not
and
really.
the mechanics you talked about sometime back.
Not really.
Said some of us want shields against bodybuilders.
The game we had against these guys, we realized the kind of people we were playing against. We thought they would come and actually play some ball. Na when I have a room field mu center back, then I realized these guys. it's like they've come for for like war and all that shit. But
they came for a result and what matters at the end of the day and what will matter at
yes,
St. Leo's.
And I'm telling you, there are so many things that will matter that day. And I believe Jose has played against these guys enough times to understand that he shouldn't be stopped by Dawson under any circumstances. Like he's bigger, he's a better bowler. If you think about it, there shouldn't be any chance. And hopefully, we will be at our best. But like I said, Dawson is still a good player, without a doubt. So they need to start him.
His pick is wrong. His pick is wrong field from Sekundu. Is there any player in the Omujuma setup that makes you think that player could do something in our camp? Because this is going for the final. Let's say hypothetically you have a chance to sign one player.
You see,
what would you do?
I may say the name of the player, then they use him very well. That is my only
It's
worry.
open. It's open. He has mentioned wrong.
That is my only worry. I may say the name and they...
You can give us maybe option 2.
Okay. Let me be clear about this. They have one player. I don't think they realize how important he is in the team. Sam, that boy, that small man. Very intelligent and good.
I already told you, you are Sam fine. I told you we are going to give that armband to
our musician,
Sam,
KG Music.
KG Music.
and we will be like Sam.
Yeah.
Here is the final. Let's get it.
In their team, the only person that I can put in our team is Sam.
So you want to tell me, in the Omujuma setup, Kagezi can't smell?
Where?
Mugerwa can't smell?
Nothing.
Timo Asaba can't smell?
Another person that can smell is this one. He can't.
Feeling cold?
In the final, there are no start padding things, so he won't start pad. But there are two players. One is Sam, then the other one is this one. Because of various reasons. He knows he's good on the ball and energy, but we have everything against him.
So
we shall handle it.
Any chance, over-promise Romfield, because you may promise someone and you over-promise them. Did you promise him top scorer and MVP? Because the way Fido finished the last game week, everyone was happy for him, except you. Except you. Why did you?
Kanimu mwabini mwishungura ngwituma nufusha.
Hapana.
If twali tulaba game y'abano bagaye.
But
abazibu.
I don't know.
This guy scored the second goal and some two hooligans came running from there from the top.
Albert was one of them.
I don't know if after saying this it can be played on the episode. I want, if it was possible, to get the picture of the entire team that played. I want you to get.
Are they obvious or not?
No, on top of them being subpar and below average, they were 9. They started. Can you imagine? People don't know football, very fake at football. Then they start a man.
Is that the biggest scoreline you've seen in Terry League? What's the biggest scoreline you've seen?
Such an opportunity. They played against 9-man Kashani FC.
Was it? Well,
they had a red card.
No. Had a red card.
9-man Kashani, their first team is not the same as Ensai fans. People that have never played football. Guys were looking for boots on pitch.
There is a game we played against you and you lost 12-1.
Yes. We were 5 people on pitch.
No, you are not, bro.
5. I was there. I was there. 5. We were 5.
How 5 people on
pitch? The league rules.
Let me tell you how it started.
Terms and conditions don't allow that.
Let me first tell the story of that game. It was a rainy day. Yeah? at Games Cambridge.
It rained at your place.
No,
already.
everywhere. It was as if the first game of the day. So we arrive at the pitch, 5 people. The ref asks me, "Are you sure you want to play?" Being a derby, was like, "Oh, okay, let's start. My guys are coming," because a derby they had assured me, "We are coming. 10 minutes, no players." We had to do what else I did. I got Joshua Nyesiga. He's a volleyballer. Which other guys? Didn't even remember. I told them, "Please, we are dying." It was over 9-0 by. I was about to run out of the pitch. By the way, one of the greatest mistakes I've done is allowing that game to go on. We should have forfeited it, because I thought
At the beginning
at the
of the
beginning
second half.
I thought
Players would come.
I
and
thought
they
Game
have-
actually.
yeah.
So
They actually did.
No, yeah.
Bro,
After
they did.
first half it was 10-0.
Bakiza Gurinka 5-1, bro.
10-0 first half. So I couldn't do anything. It is the greatest mistake I've ever done. I was supposed to forfeit,
Like
and
Kongo
maybe
Yonke
we.
Chufwa.
I swear, that is,
In our game versus Kalele, that 12-1 game,
Eh,
when midway, like first half, so they would start the game, midfield lose the ball, concede. Happens like 2 times, so that they go back and change strategies. Now the strategy they came up with was get the ball, give it to Emma. Emma was playing too. He was,
Centre back, my
he was
friend.
in defense.
Centre back.
So they would give Emma the ball, and his job was one, send that ball to the swamp. So Emma would get the ball, look around, send it sideways into the swamp.
I tell you,
Waste
Zire in
some
a
time.
swamp, boy.
what
Games.
James? What James come
But
back
what is interesting?
James is in Luzira.
What is interesting about that game is that
Bro,
what is interesting
Thank
is
you,
that the
geography
game
expert.
ended 12-1. You ask them who scored that goal. They have never talked about that person.
You know, they even made t-shirts. That was season 12.
Yes, you
I
ask
saw
them
people when you guys were receiving
Ask
social
them.
media calling.
who scored that goal.
The white t-shirts with the number plate, sort of.
That's one goal they got. Of course, our players started saying,
Speak for
no, bro.
No,
For
it's
it to be real, they had to score.
Who scored that one goal?
They had
From
to get
defense.
a goal. He did.
You know,
Because 12-0 and 12-1. 12-0 is
Guma.
a Damant Tebaj.
Guma, do you remember that
It's
goal?
made up.
Do you remember
But
that
they
goal of
scored.
Messi? Remember that goal?
Agar
of
Agar
Messi?
is from
I
two
got the
cut-
ball.
cut-
I got the
cut-
ball from the keeper. Started on their team.
Which TY Goons were playing that day?
The whole team,
This was
first team,
leading. This
first
was
team.
leading. The time he scored, we had weakened the team. It was already 11-0. So we removed the goalkeeper, Tejeka Alan got out, put in a bit.
Now imagine the keeper you're
We got MVP. MVP had already scored 4 goals.
I'm
We
sorry
took
to
MVP
speak. Which
was-
other keeper did
which
you
other
have
keeper
worse
did you have?
than my
MVP out.
the legend,
So by the time he
Jatejeka? Which
scored, he was cutting Best Ronald, Samuel D. Cope. Those are the guys he was cutting to go and score.
But you guys, that was which season?
season
10.
10.
Yeah.
That was season 10.
Good thing you guys have had very, very beautiful memories as teams. Eh?
Yeah. But that one
Yeah.
isn't. That
Speaking
one was
of
a very bad one.
memories, Nwajira, you promised us. You said it a few weeks back, and the day is coming soon. Told us in Fort Portal, you have a proposal to make.
And I'm proposing with a shield.
Yeah. So who's going to capture all these moments?
Pictures photography is going to be in Fort Portal station. We're doing pictures, we're doing video.
Memory
We're giving
lane,
you an
vione.
experience. We're doing a documentary. So if they come to you, wakakubuza kechibozi cha documentary, respond. You know you're going to be in a video of greatness. So Pictures is doing a lot for the finale, and they are also our sponsors here today.
Yeah, we have pictures.
They've been sponsors for
We
this
are-
podcast since we started.
We're making 1 year in Chigali as well. We'll also be celebrating 1 year as the Echoes podcast.
As, Echoes.
Something that started after Chigali. Here we are. We'll have our brothers online chupa. These guys are so reliable. Anywhere, anytime, order your drinks, have a function, have an event. At Nwajira's proposal, we'll be having some drinks, so maybe we can use some of Pema's handkerchiefs that they have shipped in case she gives you tears. Yeah, but we have pick shots, we have online chupa doing all your liquor and drinks requirements for your parties and stuff like that. And a special mention to Avak Sports. Avak Sports brands most of the teams in the league. You can see all these beautiful jerseys we have been showcasing this season.
Even this beautiful setup.
Hard.
He just didn't label it because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and a few others that have been here and stuff. Maybe Disease, you can say something about what you do as well.
I think I already said most of what I do, but I am an MC. It's known to many. Very few don't know, but I also run a record label called Pyong Records.
Some say you're a banker during the day.
Say your banker doing
I might not look like one, but I do some banking for some people. If you know what I mean. Yeah, so I want to like send a special shout out to Pick Shots. We are trying to like also work with them in some way because I think we are at the level of having a halftime show as Inter League, and that's one of the things that we've been working on with the president. Hopefully, they will capture all the moments, but inshallah, we will have.
You've not given us a Pyong party in a while.
The plan was we go, we win it in fourth, then guys come and.
We also want a party in case you lose. We want a party that is not influenced by results. We cannot affect. Us want to beat party. We know Disease is a hard MC. We want to beat party with you. We don't want results of fourth.
But he has always been there.
He has always been
Regardless.
regardless.
Well,
Full time whistle. Medal. With this silver medal.
My brother Alan, Disease, you're hearing this man speaking.
yes, I mean,
What would you first throw something is what would you like to ask him?
for me, I think the league is more than just the football, and there is a message I usually try to send to like everyone else, because man, if I can lose a final and still like do my job,
That's
like
too
come
funny.
on stage and make things happen, not even biased. Like if Nshera has won, bro. There's nothing I can do about. I don't like it, but I mean the party has to be
Life has
party.
to go
You
on.
get so Kati, for me, what is most important this final, there is an exception because this final is like very important to me. So I have a lot of people that will be running the big man team business. So you won't see me actively doing, the organization and everything, because we want first win, and then we can party later.
I would propose, but I am not in charge of operations. Let party be exclusive of the finale result. This man promised us here he's going to propose with the shield.
Regardless of.
If he doesn't win the shield, no
won't you chase
proposal.
Madam?
We don't get a
Won't you
beautiful
chase
wedding
Madam
celebrate.
away?
We don't get to beat
Winning
photos.
Photo is sure. Anted, Emma, to the season. Summarize the season for me. Give me your top 3 players this season.
Top 3 players.
To make it interesting a
I
bit.
don't want to.
Aside from your team, because you may blow someone's
Looking at
trumpet,
so many people
they
right
play
now.
beans in the final.
Shrink them to 3. Could be from any team. Bon,
There's no specific order.
They just give a rationale.
Dawson, Romfield.
Hey.
No,
Carry
there's
on,
no.
carry on.
There's no specific order. Then, let me see.
We're thinking exclusive of Kalele. Because you've been with your players, you will give them.
Let me see.
No, I mean,
let him just keep.
still okay.
I would say Powell.
Seduction for season 16.
Yeah. So those
It's underway.
are my top 3 players that have stood out.
MC
Dawson,
Disease,
Roman, Powell.
who has been your most outstanding player?
For me,
Other players.
it has been, for me, I'm going to put them in order. It has been Philo, who has like outperformed everyone. And Roomfield has really had an amazing season, and he has taken Kalele to the final.
Seduction.
Yeah. So,
Seduction.
and
guy.
there's a left-footed player, I think he's the captain, Nsai.
Yeah, hands.
Left foot, hands has really been amazing. Jukiranga mubazanye yo pass je abakubani. Ojijukire. So I think he has played at a very top level because I believe so many of our players can actually compete in, in the leagues that, that matter the most, you get. Because now, if you watch Hans playing, he makes it look so easy. The left foot, the what, so...
Carrying those farmers and mechanics, as we call them.
Yeah,
it's the only end product
so
the
I
team
believe
has.
for me, you were asking about the player that has improved the most. I believe that's the player. Because, I mean, he has always been in other teams and we didn't know what he could actually give if he came back home.
For MVP season 11, he was against Kachomia that season.
Yes, and I'm saying we didn't actually know what he would do after coming back home. You get now like Kagezi, like you can perform in Shera and everything, but when you come back to TY and still perform, you get it. TY doesn't have, for example, the budgets of Shera and everything, and same applies to like Romefield.
15K, bro.
No,
Bro,
that's finale.
40K.
40K?
40K what?
Raised 40K for the final. She gets.
You guys are going to bring tax
going to bring
guys
URA
on us.
by the way.
We're going to bring URA to this league.
Let the URA come because, man,
We shall handle
The
it.
men reached Chigali.
As he speaks about Hans, one word that you can affiliate with Hans this season is underrated. And so he had the calamitous end to the season. Many people are going to forget it, the impact Hans had on this season. But everyone who played on, they know the impact that man had.
But I think underrated is the wrong word to use. Again,
everybody rates him, but do they rate him enough?
Everyone rates.
That's underrating.
Yeah, because somebody might.
He may score 8 goals, but his 8 goals.
But what I'm saying,
with Chirunga.
What I'm saying is that underrated is very unfair to him because everyone this season knows who Hans has been. Yeah, so
I think he has been really good, amazing.
On that, I would want to know who would be, let's say in the league, you have a random player. It doesn't have to be someone competing, someone who has achieved something, or who would be an underrated player to you outside your clubs?
Underrated.
A player outside your clubs that people are not looking at. But he's underrated. His impact this season has been felt by his team. People outside there don't see.
I have one.
Yes.
Ishaka's captain.
Titus.
Yes. I don't think people know how much he has impacted his team. From where? They're going to play Creighton Cup, right? I think they are.
No, they ended ninth. They ended ninth.
But in ninth, he took them there personally. They were jokers. They just come, young boys.
Shaka were not jokers. The men had a solid defense. What are they calling it?
Great
wall.
Great wall of Barim.
Yes,
at the start.
For me,
it is because of him.
I think the most underrated player has been Dawson, because you can't see that impact that he, bro.
You can't see it. That's true.
Yeah, that's why, like, for me, I rate him. Yeah, like, I believe that Jose has to be, because I believe Jose is going to start that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Does TY have something special planned for us?
Do you have another player?
Jose disease on the bench and maybe Timo in the center half. And
no, like, because, man, I am not the coach.
Is Saddam coming through at half time? We don't know.
I'll be very happy.
Saddam Hussein won't be anywhere close to the touchline. That I can confirm right now.
Saddam was your coach. The man brought you in
You
school
know,
team.
he did good things. I saw MVP in New. I was like, yeah. I was hit watching. I was like, very good. Please let them do it again. I'll be very happy.
Yeah. Who has been your underrated player?
I would not say underrated player, and to categorize an entire cohort and mention Bonfubs. Bonfubs.
It's been amazing.
See, when they had that merger, we thought was Ivanoga, right? Because why are you merging? You're no longer raising 60%. But they merged and put up a challenge. And they finishing fifth.
And maybe even be stronger next season.
So last time they played Creighton Cup, Bonche played Creighton Cup as an invited team. But now they've qualified for that. So they're going to play that. Jablani also qualified on the way.
I heard people talking about Interhouse.
No. By now I was joking. Creighton Cup will still Stay top 8.
Do you have sponsors? Or you're going to be crying again?
We're going to get sponsors. We're going to get sponsors.
Well, maybe
And you may drop out even in the first game like last time.
maybe I can share mine. To me, I have 2 players. Allow me to make 2 selections because I'm too tired.
You have to sneak in
That's
that.
a guy.
That shit.
Right?
You have to sneak in that thing of yours. No.
But to me, there are 2 players, to me, who have gone under the radar this season, and their impact has been felt. One of them is our most recent guest on this episode. That has been Lewis. I'm not here beating Luseke or chasing after anything.
You have to go to what?
No. Lewis, everyone thinks he explained it well, his Southampton trip and all that in the previous.
Lewis.
Okay, Lewis explained his trip to Southampton and all that, how he never went as a bowler, he went to study sports science and all those things. Lewis, this season, his impact has been felt in our show. He's the fittest player on that team. This team is full of drunkards. Pickman just no bunyama. we are talking about
Pickman.
fitness. Fitness, by the way, is not strength.
Pickman, yeah, aine.
I think Lewis has been the fittest player. He has been important to their cause. He has played a multitude of numbers.
Konkasigai wa jango just at age.
Yeah, and my other player, maybe a weird call, maybe not. I don't know. To me, it has been Kante. Kante has gone under the radar this season in Machando. The only reason Machando... No seduction. The only reason Machando, even Mose came here gloating, knowing when he was talking about Kalele's days are over and things like that. We have all that evidence. Kante is one of the players who goes in every season, gets about 7-8 assists. Yet he's a deep-lying playmaker who breaks up play and distributes ball. Basically, if I'm to compare it to someone who people watch more, is maybe MVP. Kante goes in, season out, does this work. Then people come and claim their people in Machando come and claim their accolades. You come and see Karuhanga better claiming assists, claiming clean sheets. You come and see Mose, my leader, going on team of the season. But
Is Machando's
Bingwa has grown old. Bingwa's soccer this season has dropped. If I'm to be honest, the soccer Bingwa played when we won season 7, I shake my 5. That was a very beautiful start. I was playing him too.
Yeah.
And the league couldn't handle us.
That shows you
the
the
league
quality.
couldn't handle us.
That shows you the quality.
That midfield.
Sekwe didn't even smell. He was smelling 10 minutes. I had a team. My brother.
Good.
You're the master of seduction.
Yeah. But to me, those are my players. Though, Emma, as we wind up and as we take some online chupa and have some good moments, we would want to know finalists. T.Y. Omujuma, 3-time finalists. S.C. Kalele, 2-time finalist, 1-time champion. Pema, 4-time finalist, 3-time winner. What are your predictions for this final? That is the thing we all want to know. You,
The
Pema,
record we want to keep.
we want a scoreline prediction for the final. Be open. Have fun. Because you're going to do the business on the pitch. This is why the bowlers are here, not...
I think commoners go first.
Not the BS.
Commoners go
Champions
first.
come after.
Bro, I can't finish top of the league
No, you're commoners still.
and I go first.
You see this thing?
Otherwise, we'll
Look-
pass on that, bro.
Show me something like this on their badge.
Let's see the finalists with more grace. Let someone answer the question first. Let's see who has more grace.
I mean, I have no grace. Hey.
Emma, please, maybe just give us
Final. 3-1. Kalele.
3-1. Goal. Disease. Alan.
Sajanga ina man.
You
When
with no
that
grace.
stare over.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, I think we'll do 2-0 as I believe we are getting the clean sheet. So for us to win it, we'll need to score, of course. So that's why I'm saying 2-0. Yeah.
Do you share the same sentiment, my
I was
brother?
actually going to say 2-0 because earlier, I told you earlier I was talking.
But I thought you need to.
I was talking
Are you taking sides?
To what? To Elijah.
taking sides on
Elijah
a
told me
podcast?
He has been having nightmares. He said, he had a dream and he lost the final 2-0. But he said he was losing against our Shwechi, but he was not seeing any Shwechi on the field.
Which Elijah are you talking about?
The man was getting nightmares.
Do you know why he puts on white shirts?
2-0.
Do you know why he puts on white shirts during games?
The man went to all the witch doctors and they failed. He still gets that nightmare of 2-0. 2-0.
We're going to see him.
My prediction for the final is simple. This final is going to penalties. No matter how much I try to look at it, it's going to be a 1-1 score draw. It's going to penalty shootout. Whichever keeper has taken less item in the week leading up. Lodoi.
But Lodoi is a Muslim, so are you trying to say that? Hey,
but I didn't know he was a Muslim. But then I didn't know he was I've never actually seen him take item, but I know he's a fun guy and he's a nice brother. He's a nice guy, by the way. I don't know who's going to...
Have you tried to talk to him to join 15-16 team?
15-16?
Yeah.
Is it next season? But this season is not about us. It's going to end 1-1. Lodoi versus Akashava. This time, Enshera, season 10, had Akashava in goal in Tare's goal. They removed him after penalty 6. He conceded all 6. And they put in OP.
It was 4.
It was 4. It was somewhere there.
It was 4.
It was somewhere there. I was behind the goal. Lodoi, we have not seen him save any penalty this season. I don't think Tiwa has... How many penalties? You guys haven't conceded any penalty this season?
They took because of...
How come?
You guys don't get into our box like that.
But Damia was there splitting.
No, like we've conceded mostly set pieces. If you've watched our games, we've conceded mostly set pieces.
Okay. I want us to go to an episode where these two can fire a question at each other. But I wanted to give them some time to prepare.
I don't need to.
You already have your
Give it.
So this man is the one who nominated me for corporate affairs. So njagala kumubuuza akalulu yakampa kwe. On camera, you dig? Because man,
but wait.
Because it was a tactic. You get your biggest hope, nominate you.
But this is I can give you something on that.
No.
But you'll answer it.
Like
no.
Guys,
you'll answer it.
But guys actually voted for me, and like I was overwhelmed by the support, because I didn't even know the guys that are supposed to like vote. You get, I wasn't like in touch with them as much as my opponent was, but for the fact that I got 9 and he got 10 goes a long way to show you how much people believe in the shit that I do. So it didn't like hurt so much. Yeah. Walonda.
Let me make things clear. First of all, if you think it was more of a rivalry, I wasn't supposed to even sign your forms. But the man gave me the form. I was like, okay, sign. And I'm not the one that voted, so I don't know.
Why didn't you vote? I'm a politician.
But I love it.